Because her Subaru. What's the nicest way to say that her Subaru is no longer living?
Get the dust.
Yeah.
Is the car she has now gray?
I think it is.
Gray, silver, kind of. I think I
I
saw
think
it.
it is. The graduation ceremony is usually like now. Right? Live stream has started and it is running smoothly for as far as I know.
The stuff I've seen you do is excellent. My brother told me you went and bought a bunch of stuff. This fall you got the same thing, Canon.
Yeah, these are GD10s. These are GD20s. I think yours is a newer version.
Yeah, well, they got money. Got TV, right? Baby.
More nice.
Actually, they got all new stuff coming.
Well, I bought 2 editors, 2 computer systems. I probably spent close to $16,000 of my time putting this on.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was dumb, you know?
Like Jordan.
Yeah, I did.
What do you mean you're not? You're smart.
This is a lot of money.
Of course it's a lot of money. You're getting recording equipment, and recording equipment genuinely isn't cheap.
It's true. It ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap, but if you get the good stuff, you won't have to replace it for years.
This is low-end professional.
Even then, you don't have to replace it. Because low-end stuff still lives for a while.
Most of PEG TV is
It's gun camera.
most of PEG TV is done with one camera, except in studio or when they do a couple of remotes, but not many.
All right.
I was the very beginning, even when I was doing stuff from the early 2000s here, I was doing multi-camera. So I could make it look like television. Was the idea.
Yeah. So basically, you've been doing this multi-camera stuff like that.
I've done graduations with 6 times.
6. So this is nothing.
I almost decided that until I knew that Ms. Esling was doing a speech, I was going to come in with just one thing.
But then you wanted to get every 8.
I wanted Ms. Esling to have a good copy of this thing.
Why wouldn't you want to have a good copy of her speech? It's a question.
And I do want to have it.
Damn, I should have given myself a pamphlet.
There'll be a bunch left around, so don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, if you want to go grab one.
I need them because you do under my video if you put the list of graduate. It's a historical video. It's going to be done so
The graduation?
Yeah.
Of course it's historical. You gotta make it extra good for the junior class, this coming senior class. Yeah. Please don't retire yet. Retire after this year's senior, next year's senior graduate.
I know Mitch. Knowles.
Mitch?
He's a 9th grader.
Mitchell? Yeah. His dad trying to take over?
No, his dad told me when I retired, you can't move, you got to stay another 8 years. That was from Mitch.
Well,
I got his wish.
So
you took a shower this morning. All right, off and out.
Gotti, I think Sue stole your spot.
Sue's worried I'm going to kick this thing over.
You're worried you're going to kick it.
That's fair.
My back gets sore.
I mean, I'd be worried for it too, because this is the camera recording everything. This is the camera on the live stream.
Yeah.
That one is?
Yeah, this is the camera on the live stream.
Is it the camera up there?
And you're right behind the microphone, so.
I know, I got to shut my mouth.
So I can't say, oh.
Well, you can. It's just everybody will know who said it.
Can we mute this one?
No,
Can we mute it?
This is the only one that actually has a
that
microphone.
needs to be there. It's
I think
That one's
this
the
is
this
part
is the live broadcast right here.
This one is in charge of the live stream that's connected to YouTube.
All right, just tell me when it's starting.
When you got to stand up, don't move back. It's all set up.
Oh.
Point is, we'll be going here. Totally, and now everybody's like, what, you can finally turn it.
Rise to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for moving to the yeah, Kevin.
Good morning and welcome to the 2022 Proctor High School graduation ceremony. I would like to thank everyone for coming. My name is Maggie McCarran and I would like to take this opportunity to thank some people dear in my heart. Thank you to all the teachers. Through the many weeks of senioritis, your guidance and care has led us here all in one piece. We will always be thankful for the help you have given us. I especially want to thank Miss Harger. Thank you for always being so kind and brightening up the school. I will miss getting to say good morning to you every day. Next, to Mr. Eaton and all the coaches, thank you for everything. Your dedication to Proctor Athletics has given us the chance to succeed like many of our siblings did before us. I am forever grateful for every season, win or lose, that I got to play for Proctor. Another big thank you I would like to give is to this community. The support we have gotten is unmeasurable. Ron Oakman, Wayne Clough, and Greg Gallus are just some of the many names that come to mind. Thank you all for showing us how much you guys cared as we grew up. Lastly, the biggest thank you I want to give is to this class. There are so many things to say, but I decided to try and keep it short and write a poem. Oh, how lucky I am. I'm in the class of 2022. It's kind of crazy to look back and see how much we all grew. From fighting in gym class to planning our senior prank, to having our last prom and raising our class fish in a small fish tank. It has been a ride, but we all made it through. However, in a class like this, that's not too hard to do. This class is one big family, even when we fight, and we are there for each other every day and every night. It's bizarre to think I met some of you all the way back in pre-K. Now to fast forward years and years later, it's our graduation day. Time went by fast, but there's so much the future holds. Life may take us different places, but we have so much life to unfold. I'll miss the spring carnivals, even if it took us 6 years to win. And I will miss the DoorDash orders to my house from Taco Bell and Dunkin'. I will miss you all. I can't explain how blessed I feel. The amount of admiration I have for you all is honestly unreal. So thank you guys. I love you all with my whole heart. And thank you to Castleton University for keeping a lot of us not too far apart. Finally, the last thing I want to say is good luck, you guys, with everything you do. Oh, how lucky I was to be a part of the class of 2022. Thank you.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Proctor High School class of 2022 and my official first Proctor High School graduation as principal. Thank you all for being here to celebrate our seniors. This is quite an amazing group of students and a class that I will thoroughly miss. Gavin told me I'm probably going to cry by the end of the ceremony, and he's probably right. Before I begin, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the parents here. While this day is about our graduates, it's also truly a day about parents. Graduation is an occasion where every effort of parenting can be seen and celebrated. Every diaper they changed, every tear they wiped, and every minute they felt like their heart was walking around outside their body. Parenting can be a thankless task, so graduates, I'd like you to take a moment to stand up and give them a round of applause in celebration of everything they have done to get you to this moment. Thank you. In trying to prepare for this speech, I was really struggling with what to say. I wanted to make sure that I said something meaningful and heartfelt. I wanted to give you practical advice that you could use no matter what your future held. However, the words were just not coming to me. I decided to follow a tried and true method I use for when I need inspiration and I'm at a loss for words. And no, it's not Google. I accessed my allies. I reached out for the advice of others. And here's what they told me. Miss Bennett said, "There's so much more to the world than Proctor, Vermont. Be polite and kind humans and don't do stuff you shouldn't do." Miss Copandrea said, "Be the best versions of yourself every single day. You will never be perfect. You will make mistakes. But the choice to be your best selves when you wake up every morning will always lead you down the right path." I asked Joe McKieran what he would say. And for the first time this year, and probably in the history of Proctor, Joe didn't give an honest opinion. Thanks, Joe. Miss Kaludi said, "Be honest, act with integrity, be humble and kind." My children said, "Do your best. If you fail, ask for a hug and keep trying." And of course, I had to ask my dad. And at first, he said, "During inflation, tell them they need to watch out for chimney prices. They're going through the roof." A good old dad joke. But then he said, "View your life as a 4-leaf clover. The 4 leaves are health, friendship, love, and financial success. Seek ways to actively improve each one, and you will be fortunate." And while all of this is excellent advice, it didn't quite feel right. In the end, I realized that my message was actually in my actions. When you need help, ask. Seek out the wisdom of others. Ask for honesty. No one is expecting you to know everything or have all the right answers. Life is about learning from others. You can always stop, ask for guidance, and then determine what feels right to you. You are not alone in this. This community wants nothing but the best for you and is willing to do whatever it takes to support you. When called for help, Proctor answers. Congratulations, class of 2022. Go out and live life to the fullest. We will always be here rooting for you.
We regret the class of 1972 cannot be with us today, with so many memories contained in these marble walls and so many that will be added over the years. We, the class of 2022, would like to acknowledge the class of 1972. Paul Austin, Stephen Babcock, Raymond Fayette, Michael Blackwood, and Douglas Burgess.
Kenneth Carlton, Mary James Cheehey, Linda Corey, William Corey, Maureen Curtis.
Jeffrey Dolan, Joanne Deedy, Karen Fletcher, Linda Frazier, and Francis Guerra.
Nelson Gee, Ronald Gee, John Henry Gill, James Gray, James Green.
Joanne Haley, Edward Harrison, David Konoski, Mark Larson, Gerald May.
Lyman Morgan, Pamela Mameth, Leona Parker, Constance Pentek, Reginald Ryan, Brenda Scott.
Harold Shostak, John Severt, Jane Stafford, Ann Thomas, Stuart Weston, and Robert Wolford. May we now take a moment of silence in recognition of those graduates who are no longer with us. Thank you.
Miss Esslinger has been our PE teacher since 7th grade and has been working at Proctor High School for 18 years. We all affectionately refer to her still as Miss Corey because that is how we came to know her. She has helped us both mentally and physically. She taught us the importance of self-care and how we should treat others with respect. Her positive energy and support has helped us to enjoy working out, especially when school was closed due to COVID. During COVID, it would have been easy to stay in bed and watch TV all day. But Miss Corey encouraged us to keep taking care of ourselves. While we were still in lockdown, Angel and I would work out in our backyard. Miss Corey knew that we all needed to get exercise in order to improve our mental health during a time when it was easy to get depressed. In 7th grade, we were too competitive and did not get along at all. Miss Corey saw our potential and helped set up circles for us to learn to listen to each other. This brought our class closer together and helped us grow as individuals. not just as students in PE class. Miss Corey is a role model outside of the classroom as well. She is easy to talk with and takes the time to listen to us. Many of us are inspired by Miss Corey and want to pursue a career in education because of her. No matter if you call her Miss Corey or Miss Esling, she is an amazing teacher, and we are all thankful for her always being here and supporting us through everything. Okay, thanks, Justin. Okay. Okay. So, hi kids, I'm glad to turn and talking because you'll see why in a second. So, thanks for asking me to be your guest speaker. Those were very kind words. I've always dreamt about giving life advice to an entire crowd of people. Never, but I am honored. So I'm honored to try to stuff your brains with my last sentiments before you go off into your next chapter. Thank you for this honor and thank you for all the memories. I love all of you. Okay. Oh, that's better. You can even see the microphone shaking. Class of 2022. I know you're a special class in my heart, and I know the stars have aligned for me to be your guest speaker. 22 is a special number for me. It was my basketball number in college. Go Johnson State Badgers. Most ironically or not, on my 22nd birthday, I had 22 points and 22 rebounds to put me over the 1,000 mark. This special occasion was 20 years ago. Now you're connected with me and my love of the number 22 forever. This means you have to promise to keep in touch even when you don't want to. You're a special class and we remembered as such. Why are you special? Well, you are my peer leaders. You are mentors. You have over 7 championships to remember forever. You are actors and actresses. You're involved in student government. You're involved in karate, athletics, National Honor Society, and band. You're in early college. Your teacher aides, very good ones at that, and many of you are in the workforce already. This doesn't include the accolade of being the first class to beat faculty in volleyball. I'm still sore. Brainstorming what to bring up with your high school memories took me down a rabbit hole. In this endless hole, I found memories of some phenomenal PE dances that involved gymnastics, some involved glow sticks, and the latest involved some pretty awesome African dancing. Trayton wins for that one. I recall sports seasons cut short due to COVID. You having to wear masks in school practice and games. You endured 4 different principals. You had an awesome senior trip to Boston, a mentor trip to the Great Escape. You had your own productions of Romeo and Juliet in 8th grade that you still talk about today, what I hear. You got to sign the Wall of Fame in the weight room. You had winter carnivals. Spring carnival this year, even though you were all angry at me for my dodgeball reffing. Vogue trips that involved extreme hiking, biking, and fishing. Proms. Back in 7th grade, you were the first class that had to have circles because you could not get along. And now a few of you have been a part of ongoing exemplary circles that show your true level of compassion and caring. And now you are here. Still a phantom and hopefully always a phantom. You are our future nurses, teachers, physical therapists, law enforcement officers, businessmen and women, military personnel, and even a stuntman. I wish you nothing but the best as you move forward in making your next chapter your very own. I hope you know you can also turn the page and start again if it doesn't go as planned, and it will not. I have all kinds of advice to share, and this time you're forced to just sit and listen. Take what you need and leave what you don't, but I hope I plant at least one seed in your head, and I hope you can make it grow. I've always loved quotes.
and how it reminds me that someone has already felt and thought exactly as I did. They're just way better at explaining it. So Zach, Xavier, Ian, Peter, and Des, I need you to do what we do, and everyone else can join in. So whenever I do this, knowledge. Good, thank you. Keep that going. So, knowledge. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. The PE teacher in me needs to pick this one. If you've ever actually read an email from me, you'll see that it's a bottom on my bottom of every email. Your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health. You need to address all of these to truly take care of yourself. Move your body every single day. I hope I taught you the foundational skills you need to be lifelong movers. And that you truly understand how exercise improves every aspect of life. I hope you spend time taking care of your body, not just by moving, but by spending time in nature. I hope you meditate, journal, jam out to music, talk to friends, find a higher power that can guide you, read, create, and reach out to loved ones often. You are the only one who genuinely knows how you are doing, what you feel, and what you need. Find the things that you need to fill your heart, head, and soul. Knowledge. Be a good human. Put your grocery cart back, all the way back. Say please and thank you. Treat others with kindness. Be honest and trustworthy. Be responsible with other people's time and hearts. Be punctual. Show gratitude. Follow through on things you say you'll do. You know right from wrong. The right decision leaves you feeling at peace. Your efforts to be a good human will never ever go unnoticed. People may not remember exactly what you said or what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel. This has been on my office wall for over 15 years. In 1, 5, and 10 years, you won't remember the details I taught you in fitness and nutrition. You won't remember every conversation you had with your peers, but you'll always remember how you felt around those people. My point is to pay attention to how you show up, to what you radiate, what energy you bring to each and every situation. Your energy introduces you before you even speak. Will you be the person that leaves people feeling loved or shut down, welcome or rejected, inspired or uninspired? You do have an effect on everyone around you, and you get to choose what kind. Energy flows where attention goes. Do you focus on everything that went wrong, or what bothered you, or the negative moments of each day? Focusing on the bad multiplies the bad. Yes, there are lessons in the bad, so take those lessons and move on. You need to find the good, the silver lining in every day and every situation, and try to focus on that. Make the good multiply. A mindset of abundance and gratefulness will attract what you need to nudge you towards your goals. There are good and bad parts of every day, but you get to choose which ones drive your future thoughts. Lastly, don't practice what you don't want to become. Who do you want to be? What are the characteristics you need to embody? What habits do you need to instill to be that person? What you do daily is your practice. You play how you practice is something every athlete has heard. Your practice is your everyday life. It's your choices, your plans, how you do your work, how you treat others, where you spend your time. Practice and emulate those characteristics of who you want to be. Just in case you forgot my 5 favorite quotes, I'll repeat them. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Be a good human. People may not remember exactly what you said or what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Energy flows where attention goes, and don't practice what you don't want to become. The life ahead of you will be full of peaks and valleys. When you are on the peaks, soak it in. Remember to radiate your joy. When you're in the valleys, find your footing and believe in your ability to fight and claw your way back up. Remember that you will always have a place to come back to if you need to see a familiar face. I hope you all know that you're loved by all of the faculty here at Proctor, by your friends and family, and by the community. Your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing. This would be a most opportune time to ask. Much love to you all. I love you all. I'm the last thing from a public speaker, so just bear with me. Alright. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, fellow. My name is Lacey French. I'm honored to be speaking to you this morning as a salutatorian of the Proctor High School class of 2022. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today to celebrate this huge milestone we've reached in our lives. Somehow we made it. Some of us, I'm not sure how, but me included, but here we are. As we all move forward in our lives, I think it's important to take in all the little things. All the memories and even the simplest acts, such as a smile from a friend on a bad day, are moments I, and I hope you as well, hold on to. Some of us have been in each other's lives for as long as we can remember, and some have come within the past couple years. Either way, we have more memories than I can ever begin to put into a speech. I'm thankful for each and every one of you and the time we've had together. Growing up in Proctor has certainly had its ups and downs. We've been there to celebrate each other at our high points and lift each other up at our lows. Not only have we become great friends, we've also become a family, especially over the past year. And today, as we celebrate each other and our accomplishments, we also reminisce on the incredible times we've had together. But to my classmates, Reagan, even though you're a woman of few words, I'll forever remember winning the dance and gym class and looking over at you and you're trying to hold in your laughs as much as I was. Ashley, thank you for being the wise one of the group and always being there for me when I need to rant. For Maya, even though you haven't been here too long, the few interactions we have had all have been positive. I think your kindness will change the world someday. K-pop, we all greatly appreciate the fire fits, great fashion sense, and well, thanks for all the good laughs. Sean, thanks for always respectfully speaking your mind, especially in Mr. Daly's class. You're just saying what we're all thinking. Megan, this year you've taught me that there are people that make a little wilder choices than Des, but thank you for making sure. Thank you for making sure we all know you have our backs. I always know to call if I ever need anything. Zach, you bring a huge personality to the room, even if you're a little bit late. Thank you for looking out for everyone and always being there for me. And Kate, your courage is inspiring, and I think it'll take you amazing places. Xavier, or Papa Lawson, thanks for taking care of our class and always providing us with snacks and Dunkin'. Levi, thanks for educating the class on the NBA and always reminding Gavin he's a fake Celtics fan. Des, we're also proud of how far you've come over the years, and here you are today. It's been amazing watching you grow as a person from 7th grade till now. Johnson, thanks for letting everyone know it's okay to cry on a daily basis. Angel, I'm just hearing you say it's my ADHD every single day. I love you so much. And then some people I've been with since preschool. DJ, thanks for setting the standards for fashion ridiculously high. Hunter, thank you for always being open to lending a hand, even if that hand's stopping me from stealing stuff from your lunchbox now I'm at hair school. Gavin, we'll never forget all the laughs and craziness you bring to our class. We'll miss trying to steal your keychain. You're the best friend to everyone in this class, Kev. And Triton, thanks for being the gearhead of our class. We know who to call when we're broke down on the side of the road. Pete will forever cherish all the random conversations and breakdancing at school assemblies, or really whenever you feel. And Maggie, thank you for showing me true friendship and always brightening people's days. I simply couldn't imagine my life without you. And last but not least, Ian, I wouldn't want anyone else screaming at me to wake up every morning. It's been a blessing growing up with you, I guess. And aside from my class, I also can't thank Miss Bennett, Ron Wood, Coach Hughes, Joe McKieran, Sean Grove, Mr. Eaton, Arlen Bloodworth, Miss Corey, and Miss Esslinger. And most importantly, my mom, dad, grandparents, and sister, and for all they've done for me over the years. And to my friends outside my class, Jay, Reed, Kate, and Stiz, I love you guys so much.
You're going to do great things in the future. And to my teachers, thank you for pushing me to be my best. In the community, I don't know what I'd do without all of you and the support you've shown our class over the years. Classmates, as we close this chapter in our lives together, I want to leave you with a couple pieces of advice. Do what makes you happy, and life's way too short to not spend your time, or to do what makes you happy. Life's too short to spend your time pleasing everyone else. You're so important too, and you gotta take care of yourself. Let all these memories become part of your story, and go make new ones. Never forget where you came from, and always remember you'll have a safe place in Proctor, even though most of us will still be one big happy family at Castleton. Leave an impact wherever you go, just like you will have in my lives. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you to everyone who has joined us today in support of the class of 2022. Our graduation is a milestone that each of us were able to reach through determination, dedication, and perseverance. Our time spent at Proctor Junior Senior High School has been filled with both learning and accomplishment. Despite facing challenges over the past few years, especially with the pandemic, we have been able to overcome our hardships. I personally would like to thank my family, friends, and classmates for being supportive over the years. I wouldn't have been able to come as far as I have without them. To my mother, who has been there to support me and always pushed me to reach my goals. My grandmother, who has always been there wanting and willing to give me advice and point me in the right direction. My stepdad, who's accepted me and treats me like one of his own. And my boyfriend, Sean Oberg, who has helped me through my struggles and being there when I needed him most. I appreciate every one of you and want to thank you for what you have done for me. Our individuality is fueled by the people we choose to become. Everyone here has something to strive for. Some of us will continue our education and others will go off on their own, each and every one of us leading their own unique paths. We're going from the listeners to the speakers, each with our own voice and saying what we choose to do. It is important to remember that in order to properly enter our futures, we must take responsibility for them. You control the pen that writes your story. Don't be afraid to stray away from the lines. Only you can take the black ink of challenges and reality and spin it into the golden lace of accomplishment. After today, we'll all go our separate ways. Some of us will stay in contact with each other, while others will drift apart. While embracing our futures, we also must let go of our past. We trade away for our memories for new opportunities. We will finally be able to take control of our own lives. Everyone is responsible for their own destiny, and what you choose to make of it, it will become. We mustn't focus on what we could have done differently or what you wish you could change. Don't let your past actions drag you down or throw away your dreams out of guilt or frustration. It is up to us and only us to choose what we've become. Looking down upon yourself will never bring you up to a level you're looking to strive for. That being said, a bird in denial of its wings will never fully soar to its potential. If you used to back down when life comes at you with its hardships. One who is willing to stand in the face of uncertainty will be the only one able to benefit from the rewards or learn from the consequences. Don't be afraid to fail in life. It's the only way we can learn. Failure is not an end-all be-all situation. It's an opportunity for us to improve ourselves and learn. No matter what life throws at us, I'm fully confident the class of 2022 will overcome it. There will be times where we will want to quit or wonder if what we are looking to accomplish is worth it. It's important to remember that the things that may cause the most stress are typically the most rewarding when they're overcome. When life comes at you, put up a fight. Don't back down. There will always be people who don't see you succeed. Prove them wrong. Don't allow yourself to be torn down by the very thing that is unable to build itself up. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it's done. Thank you.
Wow, when people say high school goes by fast, they aren't kidding. I came to Proctor as a freshman after graduating from Rutland Town. Since I had school choice, the decision of what school I would go to was definitely a hard one. But standing here today, I'm glad I made this one. I still remember my first day here at Proctor, not knowing where any classrooms were and being confused by all the different staircases and hallways. I was so nervous coming into a school, not being close with anyone, but knowing most of my classmates had been friends since preschool. The fear quickly disappeared when everyone welcomed me in with open arms. Between classes, sports, theater, and attending early college, I have made friends and connections with teachers I will remember forever. I will always remember the championship games and parades around town, and school carnivals where we all got super competitive. Gym classes with Miss Corey, science classes with Miss Marcus, and being in the art room all the time to talk to Miss Kutcher, even though I never actually had a class with her. Our class is often referred to as a family. And look at where we are today, the class of 2022, family, sitting here moments away from receiving our diplomas, turning our tassels, and becoming Proctor alumni. Now we all move on in our own directions, whether this is a job or going to college. Whatever it may be, we will always have the foundation here in the little town of Proctor. As I move to UVM, I'll always be able to look back and thank everyone here for all the experiences, lessons, and laughs. As I walk out of here today, I know we are all ready for what the future holds. Congratulations, everyone, and good luck in the years to come. Thank you. I, Lacey French, President of the Class of 2022, present to you the Book of Archives in which the Class of 2023 the best of luck in their senior year. I, Virginia Owen, President of the Class, accept the Book of Archives in which the Class of 22 much success in their future endeavors. I would now like to invite Desiree Travers to present the class gift. As a gift to Proctor High School, as we graduate, the class of 2022 is purchasing benches to add more seating outdoors. We hope that everyone will be able to enjoy eating lunch outside, taking short breaks for fresh air, and having more options while waiting for the doors to open in the morning, or rides home, or to have or to after school activities.
And now the moment you're waiting for, we will have the presentation of the graduates. Hunter Fox Bridge. Megan Riley Cole. Ashley Marie Colton. Reagan Inez Dean. Zachary Edward Deremer. Gavin Michael Dobrak.
Hunter, you tried.
Cassidy Ray Durham. Ian David French. Lacey Rose French. Trayton Baker Kimball. Xavier Paul Lawson. Peter William Moss. Maggie Ruth McKieran. Sean William Oberg.
Get a picture of the student. Job doubles.
Thomas Joseph Pecor Jr. Levi Eugene Petit. Caitlin Diane Regula. Ramaya Kaylin Savell. Liliana Nevea Travers. Desiree Zafir Travers.
Yes.
Jasmine Isabella Travers.
The hammer.
The Jasmine.
William Blaine Wildman.
Nice. I don't.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the school board and state of Vermont, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have completed all the requirements. You may now move your tassels from right to left.
Love the dog. I don't know if I should stop streaming it or not.